Right, this is Bridge Constructor. You do what it says, basically. You build bridges. I've had this game for many, many years, and apparently I haven't played it for 7, so I thought I'd try a stream with it. It's not complicated. You get a few lands to basically connect bridges on. I'm going to start on this land and go for the first bridge. So exciting. Great. So we've got one material of wood, and we've got to get from here to here. So let's build the main part of the bridge. There we go. And we're going to need some kind of support to prevent this thing from falling in the water. That's probably not going to work. So you also get a limited amount of struts available to you. So you 7,000 out of 10,000 here, for example. Like that. So I'm up to 8,400. Let's just have a look. So as you can see, it's not a very well made bridge. Hello, Howling Wolf. How are you doing? I'm okay, thank you. So, hello, Bree. How are you? So let's make this a little bit tougher and see if that middle section stays up, which it now does, but the edges are drooping a little bit. But as you can see, we're going over our budget now. So that's not going to work. This is not going to be the best option. Obviously, this makes it really strong. I'm fine, thank you. This makes it really strong, but it doesn't necessarily provide us with the requirements needed to keep this bridge floating. So let's find an alternative. So first things first, I'm going to do this to support that one, and I'm going to do the same thing here to support this one, and I'm going to follow same design principle again to try and hold it together. So what happens now is we get two pretty strong bits there, but the middle isn't, and we've only got 100 budget. You got them out, did you? Oh dear. Right, so that doesn't look like it's working. Let's go back to where we were with this option again. This feels like it might be the right solution. Let's see if that works. Well, the bridge is seeming to be held level, so let's throw a car across it and see what happens. Well, the car seems to be pretty happy. This bridge appears to be pretty tough, which is great. So we should get a couple of beeps. If we do, hooray, there we go. So let's give that another go and let's chuck some trucks across it next. And they all seem to be pretty sturdy too, which is great. So now we've got those two across, we should be able to send a tanker over. So we've got a new high score on that. So let's see if we can do the tanker. Can we do the tanker yet? No, I've got to do every single one first before I can do the tanker. Right, okay. Fine, so we've done that. How do we come off this? Go off that. So that one's complete. So let's go to the next bridge. Bridge number 2. Right, so we've got concrete, cables, and wood this time. So let's go for a wooden bridge like that. And let's build one there and one. Way. Look at that. I haven't got the budget for it, so I have to do a really short one. Okay, so we've used most of our budget on the concrete. So we go one there, Same this side, one there and one there. And let's just see how that holds up. Well, it appears to be holding quite steady, so let's give it a go. Throw a couple of cars across it. These ones should be absolutely fine because suspension bridges are generally quite easy to go with. I haven't heard from Rich today. Right, okay, so let's do trucks next. See if we can get them across. Let's see if we've got any. Ooh, buckling slightly, but I think we might be alright as long as that second one gets past the middle. Yeah, we're good. There we go. Nice simple bridge. Under budget. There we go. Completed that level. And I get a bonus for the fact that I didn't use all the budget. Right, bridge number 3. New material, steel, offering a higher stability and longer individual pieces. Okay, so we've got a budget of 25,000. Right, and as you notice, we've got no concrete this time, but we have got wood. So, okay, so why is that building up there? Okay, that's there, and some steel. Right, so let's build that like that. Now, because steel is so expensive, we don't really want to use much of it unless we have to. Right, that's not going to work because what will happen is that these supports here are not supported very well. All right, and if I put that there and that there, we might just about get that one going. Let's have a look, see what happens. So the cars should be all right. They're usually the easiest one, but look, we can see this beam here didn't exactly have a great time then. So we'll have the same this side. Goes a little bit red, so it's under strain. So I'm not sure that we're going to be able to successfully get some trucks over. But let's give it a go, shall we? We've still got plenty of budget available if we need it. It's holding at the moment, looking good over the middle. And we've got one off, and we've got the other one off, even better. There we go, nice little bridge, that one. Cool, so let's go for the next one then. Bridge number 5 or bridge number 4? Well, 5 continues, but 4 doesn't. I'll tell you what, let's do 4 because look what we've got to do. So we've got a suspension bridge option, and we've got to get bloody thing. Okay, so there's a bridge. There's a minimum of 5,400 has to be spent on this. If we go up to about there. And let's try. Ooh, run out of budget. Ooh, it's a tough one. Okay, get rid of that and that and that. Okay, so let's try 1, 2, 3. Do the same the other side. Right, these levels do get harder. It's just the early stage ones aren't actually that difficult to do. So we've got a central one here. So let's see if I've got enough. I should be able to have enough for both sides to hold it up. And I'm missing a plank. There we go. Right, let's chuck a car across. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, look how red it is in the middle here. So what we're probably going to have to do is some kind of weird construction where you basically stick more wood up in the middle to hold the held by cables from each side. But let's give it a go. Just chuck the trucks across and see what happens. But I suspect they'll crash. Alright, so we've got a couple of red sections there. It's holding though. I'm actually really surprised it's holding. It definitely wouldn't hold the tanker, I can tell you that. But the thing is, with the tanker you get extra amount of cash to spend on it, so it should be alright. Okay, so that level's done. So let's do number 5 then in that case. So we've got a central point to go from. We've already got a tower here, but we can't actually build concrete. We can build wood, which we've already got, which is great. Okay, so we've got that now. In the middle here, we've got this, which is the metal bit. So I suspect what we're going to have to do here is something like this. So we've used most of the budget, to be fair. Yeah, that's not great. You're not liking that. No, not happy with that. Right, fine. So let's get rid of that. Fine. Well, let's see if it holds. Oh, it's a bit buckly there, isn't it? Good evening, Tangent. Okay, right, so let's go back out of that. So that holds it a bit better, but let's chuck some cars across it. I think they'll go. He's not even happy with cars on it. Okay, well, they've succeeded, so let's chuck some trucks across. Let's see them crash into the river. Oh, buckling there. Oh, not looking good. That struts. Is it going to survive? Is it okay? Are we been lucky? Bloody hell, somehow I've been lucky on that. I was not expecting that to live. Fine, next. Bridge number 6. Great. Okay, so somehow we've got to get from here across. So if we do that and that and that, so that's a standard sort of bridge design, but it's not holding there in the middle. That's getting a lot of pressure against it. Yes, indeed, building bridges, what a life. So, well, that's a strong bridge. It's not strong enough for this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to change the design slightly. We go up. Oh, for God's sake, go away. We're going to go up, across, down. So what this does is it allows me to be able to create different angles. So these are metal struts, which is great. If I follow the exact angle, or close to it, do that instead. Not sure. Yeah, that's not going to hold. Fine. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Pop that in there. Doesn't hold. Fine. So it's because we don't have the support here. All right. Triangles is the best solution to most of these things usually. So let's start with old-fashioned tech. Right, so that's strutted all the way through, but it doesn't look like it's happy. So there's two ways we can do this, and this is one of them. The other way is to use a counterweight property. This might work for the cars, but I don't know. I think they'll be light enough that it should be all right. Rich is apparently watching a film, and Alfie is... No idea. That's a good question. Yeah! Got the cars over. Right, so let's give that a go now with the trucks, which is going to break the bridge. It's dipping, it's dipping. Is it going to last? Will it get across? No! Got one! No! Ah! Well. Right, so. Okay, step one, get rid of those bits. Seems to hold. Well, I'll tell you what happened. The bridge buckled under the weight of the trucks. Okay, so let's give it a go. This is very similar design, it's just slightly different angling. What have we got this time? We've got as much pressure? Yeah, we've got just as much pressure, and the trucks are not happy and they're dead. Great. Pardon me. Okay. Right, so let's drop off what we've got here. Okay, so we've got a metal bridge now. Let's just see. No, out of budget. Can't do that one. It's 10,000 that is. And these are 5 just to get that across. Well, nearly. See, I can't do that either. So the other way around this is what you do is you build this up, not quite so high. So then what you have is you've got this here, which you can then counterbalance. So if I now do the same this side, which is there, 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 and a cross beam, plus another one like that just to hold it up. Okay, so what we then have is the center is done like that. So what we need to do is pull it the other way, which we can do by creating, if I remember exactly how we do this, this kind of thing. But that's not going to work either. Okay, so let's get up there like that. Another design that's not going to work by the looks of it. It's already too strained. Anyone have any suggestions? I'm more than welcome to try them. You're more than welcome to try them. So that's a stable structure. Doesn't seem straight. Do. Yeah. So I've built some stronger than this. Well, that's not working, is it? Stronger than this structure so far, but trying to find one that actually works. So no, I don't hold it. Okay. Nope, too much expensive. I think I may have to come back to this one. So let's do, instead of doing bridge 7, let's do bridge 8. Okay, so we don't actually have proper suspension bridge here, but we do have suspension things. But we should be able to get away with this one. We should be able to get away with it by doing this. So. No, doesn't seem strong enough. Seems odd, because that's normally a very strong type of bridge. Right, fine. Maybe the height's the problem. Maybe needs smaller triangles. Or not. Nope. Nope. Okay, so standard suspension bridges come from behind. Or at least that sort of design. There we go. Same this side. Well, the counterweight's holding it, but it's not counterweighted enough. So let's do that. And again, not quite enough. That's too much weight, so I can't do that. Ah, the inventiveness you have to do this. Ah! Okay, so what we've got here is this back to about there. That connects to that. That goes down there like that. I think that's a different design to the other side. What have I done? Up, triangle, triangle, that's fine. Oh, I see, I've got rid of that. That's how. Okay. Right, so now we have a beam here that is a bit under load. Let's chuck some cars over it, see what happens. So this is a counterweighted suspension bridge, and you can see that it's putting some weight on that forward strut there. But we've succeeded, we've managed to get the cars over. So let's give it a go on trucks. I don't think the trucks will make it, but let's just see what happens. I suspect the counterweight will go as the second one hits, which it does. And we've sunk the trucks. Brilliant. Anyway, so because this counterweight here has not got enough support, it just failed. So for us to support this properly, that's too much. That's too much. So it's that bit there is giving me the problem. So let's get rid of those and move it back to there instead. So what we've done is we've straightened that up more so that the counterbalance here is more in line. Still quite under strain though. Let's just have a go. No, it's failed. Well, I might get a truck over. Maybe not. Oh well. All right, let's clear that one off. Let's do that instead. So what we've done, we've changed the angle of this strut now entirely. And I've completely missed it on this side. It's to do with that one there. Okay. However, we still have the same piece which is being pressured. But it might have enough now. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. It might have enough support around it. Maybe. One side has. The other side has. The counterbalance has stayed in place and it's done it. There we go. Hard work sometimes, I tell you. So we've completed the mainland for the route through, with exception to bridge number 7. We now have the ridge which is open, and I believe it or not, these are tough maps. I've tried them before. Once the ridge is done, we have number 4 and 5. I don't think I've ever got to 4 and 5. But that's not for tonight. That'll be for another night. So I hope you enjoyed going through Central Mainland. I'm not going to do any further streams tonight.